Hello, hello. We have returned yet again. Ready to explore more of Ender Magnolias. And yeah, maybe this time we can actually escape to the upper stratum. Hopefully we can manage that today. Because I think we were quite close. Oh yeah, I forgot these casters can be a little bit bothersome. Okay, we're gonna have to like memorize which side you need to go to each time. The left, right, left? No, left, right, right. Just wait, that beam takes freaking forever to go away, but it shall leave eventually. Ooh, piece of candy. We got more material. Okay, good. I'd forgotten to check the audio, but everything seems to be working at a glance anyway. Do I have to like go underneath? That does not seem to be the case. Oh my goodness. Bro, double casters is a headache. My goodness. Or is it triple? Either way, it's excessive. I guess we didn't actually end up taking as much damage as I instantly died to that. That is really hard to avoid if you're falling on it from above, because it covers so much distance horizontally. I guess if I instantly realized and I used like the slash ability to go forward, maybe I would have been fine. Yeah, kind of brutal. Okay, let's continue along and try to get out of the middle stratum. I mean, we've got one of the keys, right? That we need. Okay. Oh my gosh, these laser guys are a headache to deal with. If I just left, right, then run. Okay, hello. Hope you're having a good day, Tyler. We are indeed just gaming today. Hopefully we can unlock the next like major zone today. I feel like we're getting a little closer to the end. Oh, here's one of the children. Someone help. No, get back there, kid. This is no place for you. The fact that there was one of the kids, like, all the way over here means you probably did have to beat the boss before saving them all. So there's no way we would have recruited that enemy. I thought I might have, like, missed a recruitable ally because we didn't save everyone first, but yeah, glad to see that's not the case. I'm not that much of a fan of when games do that. Like, a situation you can't really like know about is what restricts like a hidden character, because it just leads me to want to look up all the unlock conditions online, which like ruins some of the surprise, some of the fun. Unless the game is entirely themed around like you can only have certain party members, I guess. Okay, I think this might be the last kid we needed to save. That's good, that's good. To the plaza? Okay. But yeah, Tyler, how's your day been? For me, thankfully, a little bit more of a relaxed day after these, like, kind of stressful weeks. I'm glad to have a more chill one. Hopefully tomorrow's the same, because I will be very happy if I can, you know, go into the weekend more casually. You're always paranoid of missing out on content in situations like that? Yeah. Like, one example that comes to mind for me is some of the older Fire Emblem games. I mean, I love Fire Emblem. It's a really fun series. But I think, like, Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn, there were certain allies you had to, like, stand on a certain square, on this turn, on this map. It was, like, a very specific unlock condition that I just missed because I was playing through blind. And like maybe that could have become one of my favorite characters. So like that stuff can be pretty frustrating. Now if it's, for example, something like The Walking Dead, like Telltale Games or something, and like the point, a big thing through that game is your decisions matter and they affect who lives, who dies. I mean, I know towards the end, it not really so much, but like that I'm fine not knowing who gets to stay in the party because it's the point of the game. But if I just like totally miss a character because I didn't know this niche unlock condition, pretty frustrating. Got turned into an icicle at work. That is unfortunate. Yeah, it's quite cold here as well. Thankfully, though, I managed to stay out of the weather mostly. Though I do think they were maybe considering like delaying the school day just because how cold it was. Some of the roads are still like frozen. Pretty frozen. This is kind of weird. Oh, okay. It's kind of weird that you can't like wall hang on these. Oh my gosh, I stood up too quick. Okay, let's kill this guy. Oh my gosh, I hate them. Hate these enemies, man. Most of the schools around you are closed from snow. Must be a little colder where you're at then. But yeah, we've definitely had a lot this year though, which was quite a few different closings. Can I just... Oh my gosh, that was so bad. I think I'm supposed to like jump on this wall in the middle right there. Yeah, that's what we want. No. Okay, we're good. Nice, much better. We got the item. Louisiac's Carapace. Plus right trigger to activate a barrier to nullify attacks. While it offers a brief window of defense, the SP gauge greatly increases when timed correctly. Interesting. So this is a parry that like gives us points towards our ultimate. So that's pretty neat. A unique prototype for an arcane instrument devised by Louisiac, inventor of the Carapaces. It is designed to amplify the bearer's magic. It is kind of interesting to think about like cold weather. Like when I was a young child, like, you know, when you don't have to like drive through it and you don't have all these responsibilities, like snow in winter is pretty fun, pretty exciting. Because, you know, you have the chance of canceling school. Like just playing in the snow was fun. It's pretty, it's neat, all that. But once you eventually have to like drive through it, that's really when I started disliking it much more. Because yeah, like having to deal with the ice on the roads, and it's nice now I have a garage. In the past, like when I was living with my parents, my car was just left outside, so having to clean that off each morning was a pain. So little tragic that, you know, as the years passed, not as much of a fan of winter anymore. I still think like fall is probably my favorite time of year, because it's like the most moderate weather. Why is this one silent? What do they want? Okay, anything else we can do here? I don't think so. Did we miss anything important? We did. I mean, we caught everything here, thankfully, but yeah, there's a ground slam point way over here that we should check out. Right after this combat. Lack? She knows us. Thank goodness. Same here, you're waiting for a garage to open up in the community you live in. There's only like 5 available. That's rough. Yeah, when I was looking for a place to live, having a garage was one of my priorities for it to be like a long time place I'm staying, because also just like the longevity of my car, it stayed so much nicer than like when I did not have a place to put it in, because I don't have to wash it constantly, because the trees in the yard like just dumped all this pollen on it. It was a little bit annoying, so I'm glad I have a garage finally after all these years. Thank goodness. Safe here. No one will. No one. No. Get away. Can't. Won't lose you again. By my hand, I will. Oh no! Ouch, ouch, ouch. That hurts. Oh, I'm on fire? Okay, that second dash is important, I think. It worked well. Back off. Ouch. What the heck? Okay, we have to deal with that quick. Don't let them heal. There we go. I don't think they got that much health. Okay, well, there's another one. Keep up the pressure. Okay, that was bad timing on my part, but... Oh, we're so close to breaking their shield. Hopefully I can get the, I was gonna say get that slash to hit, but... Heal up. This might be a first try. Now that I said that, though, you know, we're tempting fate. Oh my goodness, that was a big hit. I feel like I'm taking very minimal damage against this enemy, though. Final hit. Let's go. First try. Nice. Now, hopefully she's okay. She seemed to know us. She seemed to be concerned about us. We found the target in 2 frosts, in a tuner and a child. Verify the target status, then lock down the subterranean testing site. I will settle this myself. Luciac, deal with the other 2. To the biological research facility. I'll take a look there. I'm not scared of homunculi. They're just like us. The Blight? Professor, I'm so sorry. Listen to me. You need to run. I can't control it much longer. Gilroy and that barrier. If only I'd known. Was Gilroy the baddie the whole time? I mean, I kind of thought so, but you had a sinister looking eye, man. Just saying. I'm sorry. We were trying to evacuate the students, but I lost that girl. But I kept at it. And then I realized what I had become. I nearly lost you, too. Back then, you helped me. I saw it in those memories. It was just a whim at first. Or maybe it was curiosity. You hadn't been outside in a long time. The experiments and the tuner training were taking their toll. You just made friends with a homunculus. I remember how excited you were to tell me. I'm sorry. The only memories I have are from after we were separated and I fell into the lower stratum. And what of me? I understand I am somehow connected to Gilroy. I thought Gilroy had destroyed you. It isn't like him to not finish the job. What do you plan to do? Exact revenge for what he did to you? I wish to reclaim my memories, and whether or not I do, destroy his core. Don't underestimate Gilroy. Even with your memories, he'd prove formidable. Gilroy has turned mutant. A lot of attuners have lost their lives to him. We have to stop him. No, not Gilroy, too. If you intend to find him, I'm coming with you. I owe him that much. It's good to see you again, Lilac. I'll teach you everything I can. Okay, so we got one of the magic teachers. Luiseac? I still have no idea if that's how you pronounce it. Luiseac? I don't know. It's a pressure ability, so those are the abilities like the Birdman with the gun that you like hold it down and it keeps going. A homunculus that manages the Sorcerer's Academy. Modeled after the Sorcerer Declan, she has a natural gift for sorcery, as well an unusually inquisitive nature, explaining her past tenure at the biological research facility. She harbors a strong admiration for humans, a trait that is believed she was born with. She attacks continuously while following Lilac for as long as the button is held. You can move and jump while using the ability. While similar to Yolvin's ability, Luciac specializes in inflicting status effects. Okay. So if we really care about applying statuses, she's the one we'd want to go for. Really? We fully explored this. I thought there'd be something hidden away. Dude, this backdrop is so cool. Like all the flowers and the tilted tower off in the background, the floating island, the mist. It's so good. The floating petals as well. Man, I love the environment art for this game. It's so nice. The clothes under your mantle. That's the academy uniform I gave you, isn't it? It is? I had no idea. Lilia picked it out, specifically because it looked like an attuner's uniform. Luciac, could you tell me about the time you spent with Lilia? I was at the academy a lot, so I wasn't always around the two of you. Lilia was raising you to be an attuner, and in exchange for certain information, it was agreed that you would be safe from harm. The workers at the research facility, not to mention the homunculi, weren't exactly normal. So Lilia did what she could to keep you safe and guarantee you some sort of a life, even when the experiments didn't make it easy for her. No, Lilia. Tragedy. I wish I'd been able to do more for you both, but it's a little late for regrets. Do I want to switch to her ability? Interesting. So I think we probably have one more character ability thing to unlock. Here, let's switch out. Currently the owl is like our status applier. So this would be the one we'd want to switch to. Spews a volley of fire-based magic for as long as the button is held, inflicting the blaze status effect. Lilac is able to move and jump while using this ability. A living organism designed to be a clone of the sorcerer Declan, Luciac has learned much from her progenitor. Okay, what other variants of that ability can we unlock? Ooh, that looks fancy. Twin tornadoes activate in front and behind, inflicting the shock status effect. Most sorcerers are unable to use magic without the aid of an arcane instrument. Luciac, however, is bound by no such limitation, so she's got skills. Then Cocutus, an icy mist is discharged for as long as the button's held, inflicting freeze. Through her research into magic, Luciac has learned much about humans and come to develop a strong admiration for them. Okay. I mean, this one's Blaze, so... I don't like the angle this one, like, uses the fireball at. I feel like most of them go, like, too high to hit what I want them to go for. The electric one looked much more interesting. I don't know. I'll use it for the moment. It's fine. Like, the owl wasn't, like, pivotal to our success, so I think we're fine just testing this one out. But yeah, as soon as I start doing any other attack, though, she stops. So that's what I don't like. So yeah, we have to go here to the far left. Oh. So right down here, what is in store? Oh my goodness. That seems so bad. I do not like this ability already. Dude, that's... No. No, I'm not using this. That seems so inconsistent. Like, it'd be passable against a super, like, large-bodied boss. But no, like, that's not what you normally are facing. It's just kind of tragic, because I really like the look of the character. I'd love to use her as part of my party. But I just don't think it's worth it. Oh my god. And like, I feel so locked in when I'm using it. I guess I have to be like ready to dash out. Or like keep evading, but feels unnatural. Okay, what do we got here? Some scrap. Scrap. Am I able to do anything else here? I don't think so. I think we need like an ability that grants us more vertical height. I'm sure it'll pop up. Oh, I totally missed what you said, sorry. Boss fights in Fields of Flowers are always cool. Yep. What other games? Oh, I mean, we just finished Sekiro. Like, the last boss there was a fight in a field of flowers, and it was super cool. Okay, actually, we don't need a better jump ability. We just need to start from, like, higher up. I'm trying to think if Nier Automata had any like Fields of Flower boss fights, because I think there was at least the flower aesthetic it definitely showed up at some point. Or am I thinking of the other Nier, like Nier Replicant? That's one that I really should go back and finish at some point. Oh my gosh. Okay, what if we heal? Are we able to dash? Okay, well, I don't know that we're able to dash over that. I kind of want to try again, honestly. No! You want to try Automata? You love the soundtracks, but never played? I felt like my opinion on Nier Automata was kind of weird at the time. I was really frustrated by like some of the early gameplay decisions when I was playing it. I remember I died towards the end of the first level and it reset me like crazy far back, which was strange. It also had like open world quests, but it didn't have recommended levels. So like I tried a quest right towards the start and it just seemed way out leveled for me, which felt weird. Like the leveling system in that game was strange. But when I just committed to following the main story and like the music and the design and the world, like all of that was really cool. So I ended up like enjoying the game a lot, but I definitely had some frustrations like early on when I started playing. My goodness. Oh my god, like we aren't even close to the laser. Okay, you cannot dash through the laser. I have determined it. I'm pretty sure we cannot dash through that laser. Yeah, it's a game that I would say, like it at the start, maybe you won't be feeling it a lot. You won't be super into it, but I think it was worth sticking with. Because yeah, it got quite fun as it went along. Just don't hyperfixate on trying to clear every single little side quest, I guess. Which I can get that way sometimes. I'm like, I don't want to miss anything. What if it has like a character interaction I really like behind it? But that's when I would say, if you want to do all the side quests, you can like wait until the very late game when you're over leveled. Dude, these ones, like, I don't know why I struggle so much with those lightning tornadoes. I guess because they just spawn on you without much warning. And then they just stay there. Oh, wow. I'd never explored this section, apparently. I do, like I said, I need to go back to Nier Replicant. Because I only started that game. That one I was struggling even more to get into, honestly. Though I like the aesthetic a lot. I guess that's the big thing, like, I really like the overall vibe of those series. Those games, I mean. What am I doing here? How does it want me to do this? Oh, like that. I see. Yeah, they were better for like the art and storytelling than like overall gameplay. Magic Vial, we got another relic slot. Let's go. What are the games even about? You've never touched one? Ooh, unidentified amplifier. Oh yes, it's Nola, our like main attacker ability getting upgraded. So let's see, Nier Replicant and Nier Automata. I mean, it's a world where I think it's post-apocalyptic technically. But there's basically robotic kind of mostly like clones of humans that are the replicants, like these main characters. It's a good question, man. What is it about? Starting out in Nier Automata, like 2B is your main android you're following. think that's what they're called. And she's kind of like pretty emotionless and all that, but as it goes on, like you start wondering more and more. God, I don't know. It's been a while since I played it, man. But you're kind of exploring this world that is mostly abandoned by humans. And there's still some around, I think, but not that many. And you're just trying to like figure out what is going on. Why am I doing so bad at thinking of the synopsis of this? It was kind of weird, I will say. I think there was just some like world-ending threat that you're trying to stop vaguely, and then you run into these very dangerous, like super powerful replicant, and you're just trying to survive and figure out what's going on, track him down. I give up otherwise. I don't know why I'm like totally blanking on the actual premise in depth. Is it just because it's one of those games that is like more style over, it's like kind of vague? Oh, I already opened this. What? Why am I back here then? What was I trying to do? I think Replicant, the little bit I played, I think there were like shadow monsters encroaching on the village, and you were a replicant, but most of the people in that area were not, I think. Were you even? Yeah. Bro, it's been too many years. Did I play that? I kind of want to check and see how many years ago I played Nier. Automata. I played it 2021, so it's been 4 years at least. Unless I like went back and played a bit more of it later. It took me like 41 hours to play. And then Replicant, I played about 5 hours in 2022, so 3 years ago. But yeah, you're just going around battling a bunch of giant robots. I guess that's how I could have said it. A bunch of big robots, a bunch of small robots. It's a post-apocalyptic type of world, like rundown, overgrown cities, all that. And you're trying to beat some big bad. I guess I really needed a refresher because like I was not remembering that premise in much detail. The like ruined world type thing. Where are we even going? Up here? There has to be something up here. What am I missing? Oh no, duh. I'm missing stuff up here, which we need a different movement skill for. It's fine. So yeah, we'll come back to that later. For this, we're probably missing something up here in the top right, if I had to guess. We've never opened this though. There could definitely be more. Okay, what abilities are we able to enhance? It is the Soul Harvester, which is the like scythe attack. I'm probably just gonna stick with the hammer swings though, or the axe. I guess I actually must have played the original Ender Lillies around a similar time then. Ender Lillies. Yeah, 2021, so it's the same year I played Nier Automata. So I must be like struggling to remember these plots, even though it was a mere 4 years ago. Like I only remember the general premise, which is a little bit saddening. I mean, I guess it like opens up the opportunity to replay these games, right? Bro. Oh my gosh, those guys are a menace. Stop it. Get me out of here. Sounds fun enough. Hard to go wrong with post-apocalyptic and giant robots. Like there's a lot of small robots too, but yeah, like many of the big bosses are like giant robotic constructs. But there's a bunch like, you know, humanoid robots too. Actually, were there, I'm trying to think if there's literally any humans. I think there's maybe no humans left in that one. And like everyone you run into might be a replicant, but I'm not certain. I think I was a bit unclear on it when I played as well. Until the later part of the game. But yeah, post-apocalyptic settings are so cool. And like, yeah, steampunk or cyberpunk or any robotic like sci-fi elements do add a lot for me too. This makes me think of potential VTuber lore. I'm from a world where everything was destroyed. Nah. I've been recently trying to think of like more character concept stuff. If I do want to change up things and look into like a super good new model eventually. But I'd want to like really flesh out a neat character backstory and, or at least premise, I mean. Okay, do I just jump up here to the top left? Like this feels weird. Oh yeah, you can't grab onto those. I mean, we were able to jump up here. Did I ever play Code Vein? No, I have not played Code Vein. Let's see. It sounds familiar for some reason, though. Let's see. Code Vein. From 2019. Interesting. Ooh, it's a Souls-like. Mixed reviews, but still. Oh wait, no, that's only recent reviews are mixed. All reviews are very positive. Did they do like a patch that people didn't like? I don't know, but still looks neat. Souls-like. Any other info you have on it? I do, like, a big reason I did start streaming is because I felt I didn't play enough variety in single-player games. Because I used to just hardcore grind, like, competitive online games. And not many single-player ones. Findings. Words on Land's End. The land once ruled by the ancient peoples was annexed by a foreign power and divided into 6 nations. In time, the people of these nations came to be plagued by the wrath of the verboten domain, where it is said that the resentment of the ancients still festered. Land's End, founded in the north by a lord with an army of great knights, was situated closest to the verboten domain, and suffered greatly at the hands of the blighted. resentment still fester. Kind of struggling to like understand, like take it. I read it all, but I'm struggling to take in what they meant. Okay, we grab this. Battered Grimoire. Increases damage dealt by 25% when Lilac is affected by status effects. You hated it first, but once you get used to combat, it's pretty fun. Post-apocalyptic Souls-like, but almost everyone's a bloodthirsty vampire. Interesting. Yeah, maybe once I finish Lies of P, I should start looking into other Souls-likes. I don't know how many are that well reviewed overall, because I think like Lies of P was the only one, as someone that wasn't into the series previously, that I had heard was like really, really good. It like broke the mold, whereas people usually weren't gung-ho about Souls-likes that weren't from FromSoft, but that one like really stood out. A grimoire provided to teachers at the Sorcerer's Academy. At one time, human teachers were more commonly employed at the Academy, but in time, the repeated experiments upon the living bodies of sorcerers yielded homunculized sorcerers that far surpassed humans. So it really do be the land of the homunculi at this point. You've heard it's quite similar to Bloodborne. From what I've heard, it's like a cross between Sekiro and Bloodborne. I was hearing the strongest comparisons to Sekiro, just because of like parrying being a really core mechanic. So I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I'm probably gonna start playing it like within a week, so pretty excited. I guess I'll have to decide if I want to go straight into that or I do some like real small game next. That didn't go well. We killed those guys on the last time, so I wasn't expecting us to get lasered. Let's get back down there. Okay, what does this do? Can't move that. I want to get up there if we can, but it does not look easy to do. Maybe I can just get up with that movement. Yeah, let's go. I'm surprised that that managed to reach. That's nice. Not sure if that's the intended way up, but hey. Ooh, Grimoire. More crafting options available. Let's go. We're apparently still missing something from the previous zone, though. Let's make sure we talk to this person, because we might have everyone back now. So presumably we finished a mission. 5 of our students owe you their lives. Now we must find Eliza. I'm sorry. Eliza is... I couldn't save her. She's with the student she protected near the castle, the Central Plaza. Near Central Plaza? Understood. I will make my way there. Maybe there will be something we can do once that person shows up. Hello, hello. Your students, I shall. Eliza, forgive me. Rest well knowing that you did all you could, that your students are alive because of you. Thank you. Professor Isabel, it's my fault. I did this to Professor Eliza. It's not your fault. Mutated homunculi are not to be taken lightly. You have my gratitude. Thanks to you, we have been able to protect our students. I will remain here until things settle down. Is there anything I can do to help? If there is anything I can do to help, please let me know. Okay. Magic amplifiers. Ooh, we can upgrade multiple abilities with that. Okay. So I'm gonna head back up here, see if we can explore that little segment we missed. It is a shame that I never got to play Bloodborne because it's not on PC. Really hoping they get that on PC at some point. So I know it's kind of a meme. Like, people have been saying it for ages. It is kind of absurd they haven't done a PC like remaster yet. But it's got to happen someday, right? Okay, bro. Why is that being difficult? Someday? Yeah. Really hope it is, like, becomes a reality eventually. I feel like it's one of those things, like, if I gave in and bought, like, a PlayStation or something to play it, that's when it would be remastered. Like, right once I get access, like, anyway. Like, I remember I borrowed... Was it to play Persona? I borrowed a friend's, like, PlayStation at some point, I believe, to play Persona. Was it Persona? Anyways, I finally played it after, like, years and years, and then they remade them. No, I played those a different way. What game was it? Why am I struggling? But yeah, it's just, that's just how it goes, though. You spend forever to play something, you finally, like, find a way to do it, and that's when they remaster them, only once it no longer benefits you. You bought a PS4 way back in the day just to play Bloodborne, and it's still going. Nice. Yeah, I've only ever had Nintendo consoles and my PC, really. And like, so many games are on PC nowadays that it really just feels like a waste to go out and buy like one of the others. Oh my goodness, why is this guy just decimating me this time? Normally they aren't that much of a problem. Yeah, as a wee lad though, I just had like my Game Boy, my GameCube, Nintendo DS, eventually, the Wii, that sort of stuff. And then I hit about junior high age, and that's when I was finally allowed to get a computer. And my whole life changed, and I became firmly entrenched in being a gamer. Wow. And yeah, it's ever since, it's been the majority of like my biggest hobby by far. Ah. Yeah, I think the big reason I wanted the PC, like the first game I played on it was World of Warcraft, and I grinded that for like 2 years straight. Though it kind of goes back into what I said before streaming. A lot of what I did was a small subset of like multiplayer, like endless amount of gameplay games. One of those was World of Warcraft initially, then League of Legends, Hearthstone, eventually Dead by Daylight. I know, like, there was a short period with Overwatch and Fortnite in there. But yeah, like, single player games just weren't my priority. I think part of it was just buying the games, like, but like I'd only get a couple a year, and then, you know, like birthdays, Christmas, all that. But then, like, once I had a PC and there were all these like free to play games that you could put endless hours into, I kind of just really started grinding those a ton. I'm starting to think maybe up here is what we're missing. There's like maybe something hidden up top there, because I'm really not noticing anything else in this region. So let's go back up top. We're going to heal, go across. If we don't see anything, we give up, because there's definitely going to be a mobility skill that we don't have yet. So this might be locked behind some mobility skill we don't currently possess. Because I think there's one that grants you like a bunch of elevation just based on what we've seen. Yeah, before that though, with like Game Boy and GameCube, I guess that's why I played so much Pokemon. Like, you could kind of replay that or continuously play that. I guess that's a funny thing. Me and my friends were talking about, we did like a for fun tier list of Pokemon games, and one of my all-time favorites is still Pokemon Emerald. There it is. And that's largely because that was my heyday playing Pokemon games. Like, whichever one you played the most is going to be one of your favorites. Increases SP gauge by 4% every 2 seconds. Ooh. Totem held by the Sorcerer's Academy. Declan, the first administrator of the Academy, tailored it to suit a sorcerer's needs. But yeah, I liked Emerald so much. Of course, it's partially because that's the one I played. So I'll always have a soft spot for it. But it also had the Battle Frontier, which was a late game set of like replayable levels that like your Pokemon were level 50 or level 100 and all your opponents were the same, and it would generate like different teams and stuff for you to fight and different challenges, and there were a bunch of different options, like different buildings with different challenges throughout that you could test. And I guess it was almost, it's almost like a roguelike, because it like rewards you when you do super well with like different medals, but you want to keep repeating it to get like better RNG on some runs. So yeah, that sort of like endlessly grindable single player content was really compelling to me. Probably because, again, I had like relatively few games available to be playing, and play them I did a heck of a lot. Okay, well, we clearly saw that was up there. I don't think we can make it that far. But I think that was about as good of a jump as we can do. Yeah, we aren't making it. Okay, so we know where that is for later. Can we break this? No, we cannot. What is even left? Was there... Okay, there is a way to further go to the left here. And we could not go up here. We need a different ability. Okay. Time to actually progress. They're still making more homunculi? Unbelievable. Oh, wow. Ooh. Okay, buddy. These flying enemies seem a bit scary. Yeah, PC will always be my console of choice, though. Partially because I just like mouse and keyboard controls. And it's kind of also... It feels like you get more discounts on PC. You can play about anything. I feel like 90% of games are available to play on PC. Battle Frontier was so cool. You wish they had it in the Gen 3 remakes too, but they only had Battle Tower. Yeah, that was what I heard. I actually never played the Gen 3 remakes. I really should, because like I said, Gen 3, one of my favorite gens. But that was something I heard that really disappointed me. I was so looking forward to challenging like a higher difficulty Battle Frontier with, you know, more of the updates for the modern era. Like a big thing for old, like Gen 3 Pokemon was I think the physical special split had happened, but it was just based on your typing. I could be wrong here, but, so basically all grass types could only be special attackers, I think. So it leads to some weird like balance in that game. So it'd be neat to like see it up to date with just new Battle Frontier. I'd love that. But yeah, I've just been disappointed. It's one of those things that frustrates me with Pokemon games in general. They have some awesome things throughout the Pokemon games, but then so often they just abandon it with the next game. Like, really frustrating at times. So like one nice thing, Scarlet Violet, you can finally... There's a lot more ways to control the stats of your Pokemon, like your IVs, your EVs. It's stuff I didn't look into until recently, was like the more competitive side of Pokemon and training them to be optimal. But like that game actually gives you the tools to see and manage those behind the scenes stats. So that's something nice, but it's like they'd had that stuff available for ages and they didn't bring them all back in one game. So it was a little frustrating. And then the Battle Frontier, to me, felt like the best post-game any Pokemon game has ever had. And they just brought back the Battle Tower, like, over and over. It's like, where's the rest of it? It's so much of the other stuff, like the Battle Pyramid, I remember loving. Battle Factory, where you, like, rent different Pokemon teams, was a bunch of fun. Like, bring that to the modern era, please. Yeah, it lets you change natures pretty easily. It lets you like use bottle caps to max out their IVs, I think. Yeah, IVs. There's, I think berries to reset EVs are annoying, but they exist at least. Select a point and push the button. Such a menial task for a homunculus. On my breaks, I can't help but wonder, for what purpose was I created? Good question. But sadly, there's not always a purpose to everything. But yeah, there's just so many like good things they have done with Pokemon over the years that it's frustrating how often they go back on it. And like don't keep that, or like stuff like shinies can be so cool, and then they've changed some shinies to be like less visible and worse, and they make it really obnoxious to be able to like tell where shinies are. I think I heard in Sword and Shield when a shiny spawned in on your map, there's like a noise notification. You're less likely to miss it. Which, that's pretty cool. It's like, finding a shiny is awesome and missing one is like feels awful to know that you had the opportunity and did not manage to find it. I did really like how Scarlet Violet you could like see shinies in the overworld though. That was super nice. But if there was like a extra noise notification or a visual effect, it would have been great. Because I remember hunting for shiny Tandemaus, which is a tiny little mouse Pokemon. And the shiny is like, its stomach is slightly more gray. Come on, there has to be a better way. Like, have it like shiny sparkling effect and a noise. I don't know. Like, make it less tedious, please. But I don't know why. It's like they don't want to lean into shinies as an important part of the game for some reason. When it's such a cool idea aesthetically, like, to have these special variants. I remember hunting for like shiny Slowpoke and it was just ever so barely a lighter pink. Just a lot of stupid stuff like that. I mean, it's part of why I gave up on like completing a shiny dex in that. Like, it was the first, Scarlet Violet was the first Pokemon game that I ever thought that I got really into shiny hunting. And it's because you could see them visually. It was like way simpler to hunt for them. I think our volume might be a little high here. I think I'm speaking especially loud because it is loud. We'll turn it down just a little. But yeah, like, I started Scarlet Violet and I found a shiny within a minute of when I could first catch a Pokemon. I found a shiny, whatever the pig is, the little pig Pokemon. Okay, now I'm annoyed that I don't remember what it was called. Wink alone is the evolved form. Lechonk, that's his name. He's such a goofy little guy. And that, like, made me really excited to catch shinies, because you can actually see them in the world. They also made ways to like boost shiny appearances in that game that were really nice. And I'm just worried they're gonna like not do that in the next one, like the shiny sandwiches. Because yeah, that was some of the most fun I've had in a Pokemon game in a long time, was Scarlet Violet hunting for shinies. I caught some of my friends' favorite Pokemon as shiny and gave them to them like for their birthday. It's funny. It was nice. I really hate just... I would not shiny hunt in the old games unless it was a legendary. Maybe I would. Because it's so tedious to just step in the grass, see every Pokemon. But when you're in the overworld and they appear colored, like that is so exciting. That is so fun. That is the type of gambling I can get behind. You know, you're not spending money. You're just walking around a Pokemon world and free gambling. Let's go. Just as exciting and less damaging to your wallet. Hello, I am Van, an associate of Levy. I am pleased to make your acquaintance. She really does have a new partner. Easy, Yulven, easy. Levy requested give to Lilac an old record. Milius Resident Records. Partial records on elite members of House Milius. It contains a record of arcane smiths. A curious item unearthed by Levy. Someone else may have further insight to offer. Looks like records of House Milius. Where exactly did you get this? Unable to recall. Only to be returned to owner. Something's wrong. A find like this? You'd want to brag about it herself. Let's try to find the owner anyway. Although, I'm not sure how useful it'll be, given the way things are now. No, where's she at? You only hunted for one shiny? You wanted shiny Groudon and you're never doing it again? it's funny. I don't think I even knew about shinies when I was playing the games initially. Like, because I wasn't on the internet. I mean, the internet was just not widely used at that time either, but what the heck is this? Like, why is this like that? Oh. Whatever. We fully explored this. It's fine. So I wasn't exploring any outside media for Pokemon. I was just playing the games. And I think I found a shiny Oddish like in the Safari Zone or something. And it ran away. And that was like the only shiny I like ever found naturally as a kid. So I didn't even like, was that a glitch? Was that a bug? What was that? That was cool. But yeah, I didn't know like anything about the raids or that you could reset like the legendary fights. Nowadays, if I was playing a game and they had unlocked legendaries, like I would probably shiny hunt it if it looked really cool. But now they shiny lock all the freaking legendaries and you can't get it in the game. You have to get it in some stupid special event. Another thing that just annoys me, like, why are you making this stuff so inaccessible? But I digress. I did have a lot of fun hunting for shinies in the current game. It was really nice. Because yeah, you could just see the shinies in the overworld. So am I just trying to go all the way to the top here? What's going on? Why am I not grabbing onto that ledge? You always hated that Mew and Celebi were event only. That reminds me, like, Deoxys was one of my favorite Pokemon ever. And, like, I knew it existed, but I didn't know how to get it. Was it event locked, or was it even accessible in the game, period? I don't know. But there was a guy at the space station in that game that kept talking about like a meteorite. And I thought there was like some hidden event that like if you kept going back there every day, eventually one day like a meteorite would land and you would get to see the Deoxys. Like one of those playground rumor type things. And it never happened, alas. And then there's weird stuff like Mirage Island, which was just an island full of freaking why not? It was real. That would happen. Like if you checked at this NPC every day, eventually you might see the island show up. It's so weird, man. They're so strange about that type of stuff. Hidden things in the games. Worker surveillance records. Subject 511 through 540 transferred to lower stratum due to deterioration. 546 why am I struggling here? 546 no abnormalities. 547 no abnormalities. 560 void due to accident. 562 exhibiting signs of defiance under strict surveillance. I wasn't expecting like a totally separate route up here. I playing Scarlet and Violet as well. What was it? They have these like event raids and stuff. I really liked the idea of raids, but they were really scuffed. So they were pretty annoying to try and do consistently. How am I supposed to do this? Okay, well, we're dead. You remember trying every possible thing, trying to get Deoxys to show up at Mirage Island, only to find out it was an event only Pokemon later? Yeah. Because like I said, I was looking a lot because it was so cool. I mean, I should have known. I had the Pokemon Emerald like physical guidebook back in the day. And it didn't, though I don't think it said anything about like any of the events. I'm like, it's gotta be here, man. God, they had weird things like the Reggies in that, where you have to like read Braille. Like, they do weird stuff in Pokemon with like hidden things. And I was just so sure that there would be a way to get Deoxys. So yeah, they're weird about stuff. Like, they don't want to make shinies core to the game just vaguely due to, like, it might scare casuals away. I don't know. I don't know if that's why, but like, if so, that's a weird decision, especially when they have legendaries locked behind really obscure methods to find them. Yeah, Regicrest was still cool. Like, I do like the overall vibe of that. It is neat. I mean, I like those sort of hidden things in games. They can be fun. Especially if there's, like, in-game hints that are, like, you're capable of following. At least that you knew, like, the braille on the walls that is like, oh, there's something hidden here. So you knew to, like, look it up if you couldn't figure it out or didn't have the resources. Yeah, I didn't really... Which game was Regigigas again? Was that Platinum or was that later? Because I did play Platinum. Platinum was, like, the last one that I played a good amount during my childhood, I think. Yeah, it was Gen 4. But yeah, I do remember him being pretty lackluster, though. Was it some weird thing where his, like, speed was restricted, I think? Like, he was always the slowest no matter what or something? We have some pretty crazy horizontal movement tricks, I guess. I didn't realize just how much we could do. Yeah, his speed and attack are cut in half for the first 5 turns. What? That's ridiculous. Character just ends up being, like, unused, unusable at that point. Yeah, I just remember, like, trying to use them and it being very lackluster. And I just wasn't, like, gung-ho about normal type anyway. It's just like, well, this is alright, I guess. Okay, are we even able to do anything up here? I think we want more movement, because, like, I feel like I'm not understanding a puzzle here or something. Let's move that upwards. Try this again. Because I kind of feel like we may not even have the tools available to get up this right now, but maybe it's just a platform puzzle I'm not totally understanding. Literally unplayable? Yeah, it's tragic. All you have to do is get skill swap on him. Wow. That's an easy setup. Are there like goofy things you can do like to make Slacking's truant ability like not on them as well? Mostly like gimmick stuff, but it is kind of funny. Okay, bro, how am I? Whatever, I give up. I give up at this. I'm clearly not understanding something about how that works, or we don't have a movement ability we're supposed to be having. Oh my gosh. I remember hunting for shiny Applin was also annoying because they were so freaking tiny. Hard to see. Put the life orb on Slacking and make it spam Giga Impact. Wow. Oh my gosh, he shoved me. You can't do that. That's not allowed. I'm also surprised they haven't like done a remake where they just include like a ton of different regions. Like they could do that, right? Like just like the just the 2D games and like combine all the regions into one. You can get all the Pokemon. It's like I feel like in the past there were memory restrictions that might have stopped it, but now obviously not. Like, which one was it? Is it Heart Gold, Soul Silver that like it's like two regions combined kinda? I don't know, man. Maybe normal Silver's like that too. I didn't play those. But like you finish up at one region and you go to another. I've always like dreamed that would be an awesome direction for Pokemon to go, where you could like choose your starting region and like travel between all of them and actually catch them all in a Pokemon game. It just feels like they're so unambitious with Pokemon is what like disappoints me. I mean, I always have a soft spot in my heart for the series because you know, so much of my life was spent playing it, and I still love the aesthetic and the vibe of it, but like there's so much more they could have done. Give me my Pokemon MMO, God. Yeah, Johto and Kanto together. It's such a cool thing. And like, that was a long time ago. That was early on. Like, imagine what they could do now. Just let us visit every freaking region. Like I've also watched people do what was it called? Nuzlocke and whatnot. Like they could add challenge modes to the games. They could add like level cap options and like scaling and things like that for the challenge run folks. But no, they don't want to put like more options on screen to scare away the casuals or get them to start with a different experience. But that's something like I think I would like if there was more like difficulty scaling in the game to match you. Because I've really kind of wanted to do Nuzlocke, but like following the level caps, and a lot of people now just use like rare candies, like infinite rare candies for it. Because the grinding is tedious otherwise. But it's like it's just tedious in general. I don't know. I wish there was a nice, easy way to do that. Make it like a Pokemon Metroidvania, where you have different traversal options from each region. Yeah, there's so many ways to do it. Or like your level could be scaled for each region. Like, or what was it? It's like in the anime where Ash goes to a new region and he only brings along Pikachu. They could make you do an all new team in every region, and then once you beat the region, then you unlock the ability to use all your other mons there. And like, once you've done that, everyone can be higher level. You can re-challenge stuff. Like, there's so many options they could do to make like so much content for what I feel like isn't actually that much effort. It's just using stuff that they already have available mostly. Okay, I'm so scared. We have 1 HP in a dream, so let's just ignore everything and run past. But yeah, so it just frustrates me for like one of the largest franchises, like video game franchises ever to exist. They could do so much more. What the heck? What is going on here? Oh, jump over there. I see. Yes! Resting point! We lived! You and Nola used to work together, didn't you? Is that really her name? That, or any other details you may be able to share. Only that you were known as the Reaper. I recall Lady Lilia was surprised that you didn't have a name and wanted to give you one. My time with you two was when I was assigned to the lower stratum depths survey team. It was prior to Lilac being sent to the subterranean facilities. I'm not certain of what happened next. The subterranean facilities were safe back then, weren't they? Yes, but House Milius claimed the location the attuners were using as their base and converted it into a testing site. Yeah. Like, yeah, I love Pokemon, but there's so much they could do with it. There was kind of the big blow up around Pal World this year, which it's one of those things. Totally understand if people don't enjoy Pal World or they think it used like cheap assets. It's kind of a knockoff, but at the same time, it's like people just want something new from Pokemon, something like ambitious, like, and that was a cool new take on it. Okay, we could give Poison Cloud to you, and Ice Slash to you. I don't think we're going to use any of those, though. But we got to unlock everything, man. I don't want to miss any of it. Oh, my goodness. Where are we going? What was the point of that? Actually, I forgot. We have to switch out our right trigger because I do not like this cast. So we're going to call the bird back up. Bird up. Like, I know some people really enjoy Pokemon Go still. But gosh, there were so many lost opportunities with that. Like, I played it some early on, but like, because I live in a small town, it was a pretty horrible experience trying to do anything because there just wasn't stops available. There weren't Pokemon available. I actually lived right outside the small town, so like I could only get anything if I went into town. Totally unplayable at home. But then at university, I did play a decent amount. And it's just nice that you can walk around and do something with a game. So that idea was neat. But oh my god, the battle formatting of that was like horrendous. It barely counted as like gameplay. I don't know if it's better now or not. These like years and years later or what. But like it just felt like such a missed opportunity. Maybe it's partially because like the game was mostly run by Niantic, which is an outside company. But like they could have just incorporated more standard Pokemon battles into it. It would have been so much cooler. You tried Pal World and mostly liked it. There were some systems that felt like they would be pay to win, like grinding out materials and building stations, but otherwise had no complaints. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I played it shortly after its release. I haven't gone back for any of the like major updates or raids and whatever else they've done. But I know there've been a few other things. Like I remember the bases breaking sometimes, like your pals would like fall through the world and die when they were trying to move your logs from point A to point B. So that was annoying, but overall still like it was such a fun concept. It was such a fun concept that I like really wanted to play it more anyway. Okay, there's something hidden down there that we would have to get from the other section, I think, so we're fine. So yeah, it was still like really cool, really fun. Like I feel that's something Pokemon like really should add, is just more ways to interact with your individual Pokemon. Like the fact that even if you didn't use them in battle, that you could have them running around your base and helping you out and like having a purpose beyond that is so cool. It's kind of like the feature of a Pokemon just walking behind you. People love that. They adore just being able to see their little guy run alongside them. Give them more stuff to do with the Pokemon, man. It's not that deep. Like, let them do something. I don't think there's anything out there. No, I fell. Oh. Yeah, the game was still a lot of fun, and that was like a game really early on in its development too, with way less resources than Pokemon Company. You love replaying Soul Silver just to see the Pokemon happy running around with you? Yeah, it's like, it's, no one dislikes that feature, so why is it not in every single game? It's not a complex thing to add. Like, I guess a little more complex in the 3D worlds, because they have to like fit, but still, like, it's a beloved thing. You're one of the biggest game franchises in the world. Just stop getting rid of these features people love. I'm trying to think. Scarlet Violet let you have a little guy run alongside you, right? So at least they did there, right? Like I said, they seem to get it right sometimes. It's just not consistent enough that I trust them. That's why, like, Scarlet Violet had a little bit of, like, had a decent amount of negative press from its performance problems. But I felt like there were so many things they did right that I really hope that they just iterate on top of that, because there were so many nice features in that game, like the shinies, the easier ways to manage your competitive stats, all that stuff. So like, please just iterate on top of that, make it work better. We worked hard today, we shall work hard tomorrow. I don't know, man, I kind of want to take a break tomorrow. Work has been a lot lately, buddy. Maybe you deserve time off. Took me a bit, but I figured out how that level worked. Oh, you'll never forgive them for taking away megas? Oof, I just died. Yeah, like megas were really beloved, at least on a thematic level. Did I even play that generation though? Was that X and Y? Because that's like the only Pokemon gen that I haven't played at all. I understand that like Gigantamax stuff and terrestrializing is just like easier to implement because it's just like smacking something on top of the base mon most of the time. But megas were so cool looking, like just giving them a new transformation, like it's high effort, but it's worth it. Like it's so cool. Why would they not keep in the cool thing that so many people love? Oh, and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I know, like Mega Rayquaza was insane, I think, from what I heard. Yeah, Mega Rayquaza, like, so powerful that literally any team would use Mega Rayquaza if given the option, even now. Freaking Rayquaza, man. It's still one of my all-time favorite legendaries. And it has such a cool shiny. Like, the black and gold red shiny. So awesome. And the Mega, like, does look awesome. It is just Rayquaza, but bigger and better. So, yeah, it'd be nice if they further iterated on that. I know so many people, like, every time there's a new game coming out, they have a little bit of hope that maybe they bring it back. Okay, another magic vial. Have hope for Legends Zygarde, like Legends DA or whatever the next Legends Arceus game is. I did not play the first Pokemon Legends Arceus. But I did watch people play it. The gameplay looked a bit repetitive to me, but like I still liked the idea, especially like the boss fight stuff was neat. It just seemed weird that there was one hub town and that you had to catch everything like 1,000 times. was like the core gameplay. But if they, you know, make a bit of a bigger world, it was a new thing, they were testing it out. If they make a bit of a bigger world and it's like well polished, I do have hope for that game too. Like if I hear good things, I'll definitely pick it up and try it out. Okay, I mean, we just got this save point, so we can jump down here and not worry. Because we've missed something in this zone. Well, that's not what it was. Ah! Panic! What else? Anything else? Right here. Okay. I think you want to go down here. Ouch. And get blown the heck up. That's what I was going to say. And then get this item. That was not the only remaining item, though, apparently. Well, did I miss anything? I might have missed something like all the way over there. Oh, that's going to be annoying to grab. I slightly messed up my spacing, so we didn't re-grab that very well. Okay, well. Speaking of messing up, it's fine though. Okay. There we go. That's what we were trying to do. Now we want max distance across. That did not seem like it would give us max distance. Oh, wow. I didn't realize how big our HP bar had gotten. When did it, like, boost that much? I felt like it was still only a bit over a third of the way across the screen. But we're, like... Dude, like, the map is over there. Is it gonna go hide behind the map? Okay, I was able to jump over here, but there was nothing. Whatever. At least we know now, right? So all that leaves... Where does that leave? What? Where could I have possibly meant? Right here? Would it be on this left wall? Either that or we need, like, the ability to fly straight up and check the skies, because... Oh, yep, there it is. Let me in! Okay, this has question marks, so we do not have the ability to open that yet. Yeah, we are awfully healthy. Oh, I didn't realize that was from below. Why, hello, new boss. Oh my goodness, you hurt. I guess that explains why we need such a huge health bar. That dealt over half. Oh, that thing in the middle starts burning, apparently. Oh my goodness, man. This is pain. Okay, I can see it start to burn ahead of time, so we can react to that. Okay, that is like an active hitbox the whole time, I see. Or hurtbox. I am definitely not winning this. Unless I lock in. I did not lock in. This guy has no posture bar. I can't stagger him at all. Unfortunate. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. I am seeing pretty clearly like how to evade stuff now though. It really just felt like I got insta-hit last time by... Yep, I definitely know just how to deal with all of this. Yep. Just watch and wait. We'll get it. I was just trying to keep things close for you, you know, keep stuff exciting. If I stomp the boss too much, I won't be relatable, right? Oh my gosh, that is hard to evade, man. Okay, we are dead. Like, I can see how we can evade most of the attacks pretty consistently, but getting in damage while doing that is rough. Because this guy just zooms all over the screen, man. Okay. You're so cooked. Okay, let's try that again. I was just resetting because I wanted to try out a different ability, you see. The owl's not putting in that much work. What if instead you bring our little gravity field buddy, huh? And she can just ambiently sit out there and be cool. See, look at her do damage. Wait, what? Oh my gosh, dude, it's so hard. Oh! I think I just need to get the timing down to where I dodge better. It's the arm, like, going upwards that, like, catches me off guard every time. Oh, and that also does. I just need to time the dash to where I'm dodging it either way. Like, positionally, this one's not easy to position around. I need to just dodge. Yeah, he does, like, a big sweep at the last moment that keeps catching me off guard. That just insta, like, jumped in and murdered me, man. Oh gosh, I'm on fire. And I didn't realize I was, like, burning to death. Okay, that was not quite right. Dude. And it's so quick to, like, attack again. Oh yeah, I forgot. I did have, kind of good, exciting stuff today. There was a new restaurant. Did I talk about it the other day? A new restaurant opened in town. Our tiny little town with almost no food options. And it was indeed good. Dude, that just bodied me. Oh my goodness. It absolutely decimated me. But yeah, we went there for the first time tonight, me and my family, and yeah, it was very good. So yeah, finally have some more food options available. Okay, I have to do that later when he's doing the double sweep in. Okay, I have to just perish, I guess. Dude, like, cornering me into the fireballs is horrifying. I think I went to test this one out, the fumes. It was like Asian/Japanese food. What I had was a chicken udon. My brother had some like sushi rolls. I don't remember exactly what my parents had. It was some sort of beef. Yeah, it was nice. Especially for like such a small town, it's really nice to have like Asian food available. Because before this, it was just, you know, pizza place, burgers. The one nicer place that I actually go out to eat at is like Mexican restaurant. So this is like another option that is different than those. What if I just parry this guy every time, huh? What if I am late, though? Or early, like that? Ah, yeah, that's hard to time, man. I probably shouldn't be parrying all of a sudden. You know the feeling small town you live in has had the same 3 pizza places? For the last 30 years? That is crazy. We used to have 3 pizza places, but like one of them was Pizza Hut and the other 2 were like smaller chains or local places. But then the other 2 have like rotated through other businesses over and over. Now we only have like 2 pizza places in town. Which is Pizza Hut and like a different place that just very recently moved in. Yeah, the pizza quality was not that great for most of them, sadly. The new place, though, actually, the newer pizza place, like that one, I've actually quite liked it. They actually seem to care about quality, which feels not something I'm used to for our pizza. Before I got my job at the school, I actually did work at one of the previous pizza places. They were so inconsistent, man. Like, the food was really good when you got someone that cared that made it. As in, like, me making the pizza, it was good. But I tried to eat there, and it was just so delayed oftentimes, or, like, underdone. Toppings weren't spread out well, stuff like that. It's just unfortunate when you have so few options. It's a big reason why I cook at home like 95% of the time, maybe more than that. Part of it's because I'm broke. The other part, I can just make better food myself. Okay, phase 2. Oh my god, there are lasers. Get me out of here. Yeah, I like cooking myself quite a bit. Like I said, partially for budget, partially because I know what I like. Oh, we did really well that time. We actually got him down to like a quarter HP. Much better. Much better attempt. Oh my goodness, dude, that's hard to evade sometimes. It's just because it's like, it's faster than the other arm attack. Like the timing is earlier. Yeah, so I'm trying to like... I think I'm going too late because I'm thinking of the timing for the other attack. Happened to you too? You worked at one of the pizza places for a while and did most of the cooking and delivering. Tried eating there after you left and it was disgusting. No, tragedy. Yeah, it's so saddening because I knew the ingredients and the recipes there were good. And because I worked there like every day of the week, I was always there during like the lunchtime. So I got an employee lunch. So I ate there like every day, but stuff that I made. And like there was a good amount of things on the menu that were really solid. Like I did pizzas, I did calzones, there was also like barbecue chicken, like switching out with that was really good. They had a really good like sweet and spicy sauce that I did with chicken. Had like Alfredo, like all of these things were very good. So I never got tired of eating the food, even though I ate it like every weekday for over a year there, which kind of wild. So it's like, I know the food there was good. It's just they didn't have anyone that was like willing to take it seriously, I guess, which is pretty tragic. I really need to. I may or may not have taken a picture of their recipe for sweet and spicy sauce. I need to make that again, man. That stuff was good. That stuff was really good. Okay, let's try it one more time here. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we have to dodge earlier when it's the downward one. Okay, I can actually react to this, like, just as soon as the arm starts lowering is when I dodge, and then I fail it. Ouch. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I needed to be way more careful about those lasers. I'm not sure why I thought I would just be able to, like, stall them out in the air. Really stupid. So many people don't seem to take their job seriously. Swear half the work you do is just fixing other people's mistakes. I feel like it's always been a thing. I don't know. It's hard. Part of it is I also feel a lot of wages now are lower than they were in the past. You used to get paid much better for like pretty menial work. At least like taking into account inflation and all that. So like people aren't getting rewarded as much as they used to for their effort. And I think a lot of people, like, it's always been a thing that people don't try. I mean, there's the classic thing of, you know, the office corporate environment where people are just chilling at the water cooler, chatting all day. But yeah, it is unfortunate that, like, it is so common, though. A lot of it is like management as well, though. Like, it's hard to get good management at times. Because that was a big thing with that pizza place I was at. They did not train you well at all. They kind of just say, do the thing. Like, they didn't tell us portions for ingredients to put on the pizza. Like, I used to, like, for a short time, I also worked at a book bindery. And they really just handed me the reins to this machine with, like, blades to cut open... Oh my gosh. This big machine with blades to cut open, like, trim the edges of the books. And they didn't train me at all. They're just like, okay, trim it till it's square. What the heck, man? Like, insane. And that's when I was like still high school age. They just give a high schooler like full reign of this machine with the potential to just like cut all the books in half. Like, I don't know how many I botched, by the way. I definitely feel like I probably botched a good amount of them. I wasn't probably chopping them correctly, but I don't think there was quality control. So they never let me know. Even I later worked in manufacturing for a summer, and similarly there, like, I was sandblasting parts and like getting them down to these pretty specific specifications. But I never, like, my training was really quick and really vague, and I like never once got the boss to like, they never once came back and said I did a bad job, so presumably everything I did was perfect. Like, oh my gosh, there's just so much. It really opened my eyes to most people don't have any idea what the hell they're doing, like, in the world. Like, most people don't know. A lot of people don't care either, like, that they're doing a good job. They just want to get paid, and they'll do the bare minimum to get to that end. I mean, it's one of those things as well. I used to be more of an overachiever, but I'm not paid enough to take my job at like 100% seriousness, man. So I don't. I do everything asked of me. I try to do everything well, but I am not, you know, finding work for me to do when stuff is slow. Like, I do think it's good to like do a good job and take pride in your work. It's more fulfilling that way. And I like not being a problem for other people. But yeah, a lot of people just take things so much less seriously than I do. Sadly, it's just how people are, I guess. Bad management kills morale like nothing else. Every time you've quit a job, it was due to management being awful or incompetent. Yeah, most people don't quit a job. They quit their boss. Because like a good boss is willing to work with you on improving and like fixing problems. But if your boss is like micromanages you too much and is bad to work with, like, it doesn't matter. You could be doing the most, like, your biggest dream in the world, and it'll still be a killer headache. Like, sure, some people quit when it's like not enough money. That's one way. But otherwise, I think it's like quitting bosses are like the primary reason people would quit. Like, it could be bad coworkers apart from the boss, but usually that means your boss isn't doing their job and overlooking those coworkers either. I couldn't believe that bit I worked at manufacturing. Like, some of those people, it really made me realize, like, if you just show up, a lot of people, like, you can do a lot still. That's like the most important thing, is just showing up. Like, and a lot of people still don't manage that. It's a shame. That's what I said, but I did have a stint in university where I did not do so well for a year. Like, there's situations in life that can affect everyone, but if it's too much, too often, like, you gotta build some work ethic, man. I gotta build some skills to beat this dang boss and stop complaining about the state of the world. Okay, phase 2, just make sure we evade the lasers. But yeah, that move is like hard to evade. Oh. Explosions. Oh, lasers, just evade them. Explosion lasers. Oh my gosh, that's new. Okay, get me out, man. Get me out. No! No! It was so close! I can't believe I survived some of that stuff. Like the fireball explosion. Like, I did not see that coming. Oh my goodness. We had some really good evasions there, but it was not enough. I need more damage. Just take it slow. We don't have to rush quite so much. Just, like, don't get hit. Then we'll have more healing. We'll have more leeway in the late game. Okay, I almost dodged into that attack, but it's fine because I did not. Oh, gosh. Dude. It's so quick. How am I to evade that? Oh gosh, I dashed right into the AoE. Oh, come on. You're kidding me. Okay, whatever. Phase 2. Okay, that hit me. Like, I ran into the laser. Okay, no more healing, but it's fine because we're gonna dodge everything else on our last HP. Okay, we know about that now, so we are not challenging it at all. Just dodge. Get it, get it? We're so close, we're so close. Yes! Please tell me that's the whole boss. Whew. Perish! Damage to core systems. Emergency shutdown. Shut down. Beep boop. He stopped. Thank goodness. Goodness. Need to get a drink, man. I remember. This is where I was born. The homunculi that were mass manufactured for labor must have considered this thing a parent of sorts. Not a parent, a brother in arms. I wanted to stop it, but we all have roles. Thank you from all homunculi. Of course. In factory, room where homunculi were modified. I want to find it. I understand. We'll find it. Gosh, I think I botched the voices again. No. Ah, well. We just... You won't get better without trying. Rest now. Rest. Okay, down we go. We have a need for speed. Foxtrotting. Meow. Oh, are we gonna power up that guy? Yep. This is where I was modified. There's a record here of that day. It looks like the process was only partially completed. Incomplete. Felt like something was missing. Do you want to be completed, Garm? Want to do more for my friends. Need it for the upper stratum. Okay, I'll start it up. Are we gonna be able to launch in any direction with him now? Garm power up, let's go. I take you to upper stratum. I thought he was gonna like get a second arm and not talk weird anymore. But no, he looks the exact same. Thank you, Garm. We're counting on you. Garm's ascent. On the ground, hold up and then press A. The power to launch oneself skyward with the aid of an enhanced Garm. With it, growths in the ceiling can be destroyed to open new paths. Enemies unfortunate enough to find themselves in your way will take damage and have their parts destroyed. The ability can damage enemies and destroy parts. Yeah. I don't know why it just repeats that stuff. Like, it basically said the exact same thing. There's no, like, hidden thing in the corner here, right? It's time for liftoff. 3, 2, 1. We have ignition. Minor enhancement project. Subject. Prototype excavator. High output booster to be installed. Jet propulsion will improve mobility and expand mineable terrain. Flight test successful. Full-scale procedure pending return of factory administrator Kane Milius. Okay, so we can finally explore upwards better. I wonder if you keep flying upwards until you like hit a roof. Do I want this mist one? I'm not sure I do. I'm gonna try out the other variant of this owl's ability. Because yeah, this one just launches like wind attacks in front whenever you dodge like that. Okay, prepare for liftoff. Okay, yeah, you literally can reach max height off of that. It's kind of crazy. What have I missed then? Oh, it was over here. Never mind. There's definitely other areas that we get access to now, though. Should I explore down here? I probably should. Oh, this looks like something we can access with the super jump now. Yeah, that was a nice boss. I'm glad that I'm playing everything on hard difficulty, by the way. The fact that we get basically two-shot by anything makes it way more compelling. I assume it would be like much simpler if I wasn't on hard. Like it would take 3 or 4 hits or something. I mean, it's a big thing that I figured out playing like Elden Ring and the Souls games. Like there's this healthy middle ground where it can take a lot of attempts but still be satisfying. Because like when I'm happiest is probably when it takes me 10 to 20 attempts to beat a standard boss, or if it's like a end game final boss, like an hour plus. Kane's Ring recovers HP by 0.5% of damage inflicted. So this is just straight up lifesteal. Wow. Lilac will not recover if health is below 1%. Okay, so you can't like revive from this. So it's not like your automatic skills could stay out and damage after you die to heal you. But yeah, lifesteal, that is a powerful effect. A ring worn by Kane, Lord of House Milius. Keen to share arcane instruments with the rest of the world, Kane spent most of his days hard at work at the factory. Yeah, we have so much more mobility now. Like, now the only things that can stop us are like actual objects in our way. Platforming wise, we could get to basically anything. What am I looking for here? I do not know. Ah! I almost just ran into that one without even realizing. Okay, new path forward. Oh. Ah, it's another boss. What? Okay, this is a bunch of mobs boss, apparently. It just keeps spawning, so we want to make sure we're dealing with everything as they spawn. Definitely doesn't seem as difficult as the other one. We do, our, like, axe attack is especially good at, oh my gosh, dealing with, like, multiple enemies, though. Like, small enemies. I almost died. I was talking about how this, oh my goodness, this boss is so easy. And then I instantly almost perish. What I get. But I was trying to say how my abilities are especially good at breaking posture for enemies. So it's good at dealing with a bunch of small guys like this. Easy win, not even close. First try, just like all the other bosses. Damage to core systems. Emergency shutdown. Shut down. Beep boop. It stopped. A homunculus ceaselessly creating homunculi. Was it acting of its own will? Or was it the will of the administrator, Gilroy? Perhaps it had been infected by Gilroy's consciousness. The central stratum is more infested with mutants than I had expected. I never imagined the fumes from the depths could pose this much of a threat. It bears further investigation. Special alloy amplifier. We can upgrade several abilities. Nice. You can rest now. Yeah, I was not expecting like another boss down here. My goodness. I do want to figure out though. Oh, okay. There's definitely something hiding in the top right there. Like it's very blatant. Where are these fireballs coming from, man? They're kind of annoying. With that thing, you see? Oh my goodness. Get out of the lava, girl! Not exactly the best place to be taking a dip. Okay, how does this work with curved edges? You just slam into them? We had a little bit of momentum, but not as much as I'd hoped, I guess. I mean, that's pretty significant, dude. I hate it. I hate it. I hate the freaking fireballs. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. It's going to be easier to go this direction anyway. Because I don't have to work my way up. I can just go out the bottom. It's fine. First try the boss, died a random fireball in the open world. C'est la vie. Yes, it was all according to Keikaku. Okay. Okay, what do we got here? That's not what I wanted. I want to start with the weapon swings because they reset after the dash. Okay, here we go. Brother. I'm getting just annihilated by these. I supposed to do this? Like, am I missing something? Is there a way to shut these conveyors off and I can then launch upward from that other one? Or... I don't know. I'll just clear out, like, everything that is living up here so that I can approach it without a chance of dying. Or as much of a chance of dying, anyway. I could still run into fire like that. Okay, I never went out this way either way, so let's see what we got. Factory Management Records. By order of Factory Administrator Cain Milius. Authority over Empyrean Parasol and all homunculi is hereby transferred to the homunculus Gilroy. What? In light of the above, authority over all manufacturing operations is hereby transferred to Velgrind and Velnest. I think those are the two bosses we just beat. I wasn't paying attention to their names at all for some reason. I am resting. Please do not interrupt. Okay, buddy, okay. You can have your break. I don't mean to distract you. Oh, it's already past 10:30. Ah! It's a mimic! Everybody panic! I mean, nobody panic. It's fine. We got it. Those things are just tanky enough to be annoying. Okay, so what do I want to do? Oh! Was that supposed to knock me over to the wall? I don't know if I had the distance otherwise. That is awesome, if so. It's so funny. Reduces damage taken from enemies by 10%, but increases susceptibility to status effects. A tag worn by workers at the Arcane Factory. The factory employs homunculi that have undergone modifications that allow them to withstand harsh working conditions. Despite these modifications, however, the constant runaway incidents continue unabated. Tragic. Yes, everything was all according to plan. I spaced it perfectly, I tell you. Or I knew all along. Ah, panic. I mean, calm. Complete calm. We can deal with any enemy that shows up. There's no likelihood that we die to a random foe that pops up out of nowhere. We shall improvise, adapt, and overcome, and never get hit by a freaking laser beam. Okay, what was the point of this room? Oh, I see now. We may have got hit by a laser beam, but it was our own intention. There's really nothing over here. What? Oh, actually, I see on the map, like, far left. Right here, we were missing something. It showed a tiny bit of the extra gray area behind the wall. Okay, that's it. That's all for that area. And we don't have the ability to break that, so don't worry too much there. We do have now the capability to further explore the Sorcerer's Academy. So I think that's where we're heading back to next. I don't think there's any other things for us to upgrade. That was a lie, apparently. Okay, yeah, the lifesteal costs 7, not surprising. It's a very costly effect. We can give our mage girl some electrical tornadoes, or we can power up this charge counter. I definitely prefer the electrical tornadoes, though I don't think we're going to use it. Okay, down we go. We just go here, then we fall through the lasers because we're so smart and knew that it would only take one heal to get it all back. Definitely wasn't me forgetting that there would be lasers at all and not reacting. Okay, yep, now we have a super jump, so this should help so much. Because yeah, previously we couldn't get around that laser. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see the enemy there. How did we evade it? I mean, we definitely didn't evade that. It just puts us on the ground right here. Biological research facility. What a familiar feeling. Did I live here with Lilia? In a research facility? Oh my gosh, these things are creepy looking. I think I'm concerned. Okay, I think the electricity moved forward at like an infinitesimally small pace. Infinitesimally? I don't know. There's a word I'm trying to go for there that I think exists. Incredibly small. Inconceivably small. You can jump up there. We can go over here. I feel like the bench would probably be on this side if I had to guess. Okay, so you cannot break those from below. You have to be on the side where the eyeball's at. And you need enough speed. Okay, dude. So I actually have to kill everything in here to use the super jump. I just wanted to run past. Like that. You're kidding! They got active that fast? That's crazy. Oh my gosh, that's such a long run back. Okay, this time we're checking out up here. Like, there has to be a rest point earlier than that. They wouldn't make you go through that without a respawn, like, over and over. Okay, I do see we are 2.5 hours into stream here, so once I find the resting point at the start of this next zone, we are probably going to call it, sadly. Because yeah, I still have to work tomorrow. What fun. And then I have an anime convention to go to this weekend. So yeah, want to be well rested. A lot of people around me have been getting sick recently as well. So I'd like to, you know, being in good health is a good idea. Especially this time of year. Take care of yourself is what I'm saying. Plus, like, work being extra exhausting lately, it's also just good for my mental to not overdo it. So, and I know I'm gonna want to be grinding long hours when I play Lies of P. Like, how are you supposed to resist, right? Those games, like, those games are just too much fun. Souls likes, dude, I almost got insta-gibbed. Did I just hit an enemy out of the air? Is that what just happened? That's wild. Okay, there we go. Oh, it actually does stop after a certain point. I thought it did infinite height until it reached the top. But here we go. Nice. We did find a resting point. Before we do that, we're going to go back to the main base and see if there's anything else we can buy. But that's about it. Is there really nothing else I can upgrade? Just that? Anime conventions are so fun. Do I cosplay any? I have not really cosplayed. I would like to. It's just I need to spend the time and effort to come up with something I really want to do. Last year for like Halloween, I did dress up as like Stark from the anime VtuberEN at Journey's End, but it was like a cheap Amazon cosplay that was just all right. When I go to conventions, I usually wear like VTuber merch to try and attract other people interested in similar content creators. But I would like to cosplay at some point. I really should. My brother, the last anime convention, because we are going together this weekend as well to this anime con. He cosplayed for the first time at the last convention, and he was David from Cyberpunk Edgerunners. And I know we had a lot of fun doing that. So yeah, I'd really like to at some point. I just need to spend the time and like really figure out a character I want to go as. Because a lot of the ones I would like to go as, it was like League of Legends characters that would be kind of intensive. Like Victor was one of my favorite League of Legends champs, Thresh. But like that's high effort. Stark from VtuberEN was probably one of the few, like in recent times, I was like, oh, that'd be easy. God, cosplaying as someone from Dungeon Meshi would be great as well, but that's like, I want to be Laos. Let's get a full suit of armor. It's definitely worth it. You did an All Might cosplay, and it was so wholesome seeing all the kids happy taking pictures with their hero. Aw, that is great. Yeah, I'd really like to, like, even just, you know, it's a topic of conversation. Like, if you're that into a series that you're cosplaying it, people will come up to you and want to talk about it. Like, that's a big reason. Glad me and my brother are going to the smaller convention, because it's not so massive. Like, maybe there will be more opportunities to just talk to people, because I'd really like more opportunities to meet people with similar interests and hobbies, man. Enhancement gear reduces activation time and enhances damage of the actions of Garm, Hati, Motley, and Lars. That might be important for traversal in certain areas. Special ally, new model. Special ally, alloy, new models. Just quickly checking here. New model parts are right there. So if I want to make that switch to flaming, we need that. Special alloy there. Okay, so what did I want to try? I wanted to try new model parts. Okay. But yeah, cosplay, so it's definitely something that I should do at some point. Like, I was pretty broke in previous years, but I finally feel recently that I'm getting enough to spend more on my hobbies. So it's definitely something I should do. I don't remember which was which, dude. So stupid. I was like repeating it to myself and forgot anyway. So we could have got Cocutus. Yeah, let's unlock that base form. Then this needs highest grade parts, so that'll be later. Oh yeah, we got a new bangle right there. We don't care about the HP. Losing 20 attack though. I don't think that's enough to matter. I think maybe the defense matters more. Ooh, I'm not sure. I like attack. I like attack a lot. Oh yeah, can we buy any more relic slots or no? We could indeed. Quite a few. We can power up a good amount. So we have 4 more slots available. We do not care about the dice, so we actually have 5. Is there a really powerful thing that takes like 5? This increases the intensity of statuses. Maybe that is amazing. It's still so vague that I just don't know. Faster activation time and enhances damage of actions. Will our dash finally actually do something? I don't know, man. We'll just go with this. It's fine. And then lastly, any other relics to enhance. Or refine, sorry. Yeah, let's reduce our ability cooldowns even further. Feel great about that. Okay, so quick look at the map. We mostly explored up around here today. We got through the Sorcerer's Academy, like explored the rest of that. We fully explored the Arcane Factory, defeated a couple bosses. There was somewhere else we went. Was it like... I don't freaking know. We accomplished stuff today, okay? We did good. I was hoping we would manage to get to the upper stratum, but honestly, it's probably a good thing we didn't. It's probably a good thing we didn't because that means more game for us. Hey. So exciting times. Yeah, once more, my stream schedule. I'm trying to stream every Monday through Friday, unless something else comes up. So expect to see me again next Monday. We're going to be continuing our playthrough here of Ender Magnolia, and after that, next game in store, we're planning on Lies of P, unless we mix in like a one-off, like one stream game. But yeah, that's our current plan. I'm sure I'll have a lot to say about the well, hopefully I'll have a lot to say about the convention this weekend. When I come back Monday. So yeah, it should be a fun time. Always glad seeing more people of similar hobbies. Ooh, thanks for stopping by, everyone. Especially thanks for yapping with me, Tyler. It's been good. Man, I like Metroidvanias. They're very relaxing. I think it's just something about how you like methodically move through the maps. It's a lot of fun. But okay. This has been Zerzon. I hope you're having a great day or night, and I'll plan to see you all at the next stream. Goodbye and farewell. Have a good one, and have a good restful weekend. Stay warm, because yeah, it's been very chilly. Goodbye.